Yamwakwa Adom TV, Premotobre Kasee no so, afenya bre, na nsam ni nchire mo no yemfa mo ne mum hye so, so kwa adomonline.com awiayi, ensam ni nyina bi go ha obenya bi ahye, na wanya bi akenka, afenya bre nsam ni nchire mo no yemfa mamo, Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama, ya nyame ya doma 7th January, na juma samampani, odi ni nyina ba wiye no ne odi nsam ahodo bebre no atudwa ose na honwaho a eye ne de ye na kono so obesum oman Ghana na wo ye nhehye ahodo wohwemu ayekwa December bosome de tosonson no Ghana for atwa so de aba no kire se wo masesam de tumi no ama aban foforo nto so no Adom TV Kasee de ba.
And privilege for me to serve my highest as president. It has been a worthwhile journey. Let me seize the opportunity to thank God for His grace and to the good people of Ghana for the opportunity and honorable members of this House. Solidarity I have enjoyed during my tenure as president. Where are we in this race, so to speak, insofar as nation building, and how is Ghana faring when compared to other nations in Africa and of course in the world? Our world has become an increasingly complex one and unpredictable. Majority of economies around the world are sailing against strong headwinds. The world economic crisis and the slowdown in the growth of the Chinese economy has affected the growth of emerging markets and has resulted in a fall in world demand for commodities. As the United States of America makes a slow but steady recovery, the recent increases in the US interest rates means more money is leaving emerging markets and being reinvested back in the US. Coupled with the fall in commodity prices on the international market, this is causing an adverse economic outlook for lower middle-income economies like ours. Changing climate has made the world weather more unpredictable in our part of the world. Deforestation, sea erosion, tidal waves, erratic rainfall, more severe harmattan are becoming the new normal. These are wreaking havoc on non-irrigated agriculture and power production from hydro sources.
Yantoso yeguswa ya wampani John Dramani Mahama nsama ne wodi tu dwano eho a wampani Mahama ne wodi nsama hodo ato na na adodan kwa Akufo Addo anim se ne ya yehwe ni mo se 7 December ya de no ebesi 7 January ya de ni siso se Ghana mampani no won hwe de obetumi aye bia de nkabomu aba man Ghana mu na no na Ghana fo hwe ni mo nemum na na do nya no ho se BMPP nti e na ogina mu nti MPP nko an wo behwe waso won kan yemum se man na won hwe obi de wonye mfama won to so no Adom Kasee edeba.
As I've said before, I'll allow history to be the judge of how I have served my nation. How well I have done my part in running my lap of that relay. What that verdict will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all, and done so with the best of intentions for my God and my country. Our country, Ghana. This is why I stand here today, Mr. Speaker, holding the baton of leadership, prepared to pass it on with pride, goodwill, and determination to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and to ask all Ghanaians to cheer him on as he runs his portion of this important relay for Ghana.
Premotobre Kasee with Adom TV. So it's sunset next State of the Nation address. Mampani John Dramani Mahama di tu John bia na wanya ho ahwe bi wo ba bia ti etwetwam sa bubu ne toto no a dia ma yeguso ayo Mampani Mahama nsem no emudi a wode afutuo ne kokobo na akode ama Ghana fo nyina se yenta Mampani a yato abayi no na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo nachi na botaye no onu ho nya twom ne wotimi wakame spirit ne yenyi ntumu 2016 yenya ne nyina ngu ho na 2017 yemfa kro ye ne nkabomu eni animu ye ne se beboa ne yeta aban foforo ye chi a na ni suade hu no botaye obetimi adu ho Adom Kasee eto aso.
Political opposition and differences of opinion are vital to the health and growth of any democracy. Political parties are formed when people of similar ideology come together to move their agenda forward in a way that best serves their country's interest. But the well-being of the nation and the will of the people must always come first. Partisanship for its own sake in the end is no better than dictatorship.
Yet also, Mampani Mahama, Mananso, nay, so what the Atuja mo some wife for, yet nay, one more tata, a man might be sworn or Ghana, Yanyason Cosa, na Yanre, Yabambo, Mo, Bibi, Muno, or no free source a Ghana Mampani, do a back Yan see me and in a ho. Bambo Kuonum Nimpany for 1 hour said, Yen will be an own bet me be a mere say. Yabambo mun somebody pampe sabaya dipa bia wabo ntrimo po epa mai sayer woni betimi aguase Adom Kasee di sansemi achi.
Insurgency in failed states in North Africa and the Middle East and religious fundamentalism have resulted in a rise of many terrorist cells that have created a deadly cocktail across the whole world and increasingly in Africa, stretching from the Sahel through West Africa, Central Africa, East Africa, all the way to the Horn of Africa. Our sub-region has not been spared, and attacks as close as Burkina Faso and Cote d'Ivoire have brought the reality of possible terrorist attacks closer to our doorsteps. This is a global context in which our country has had to survive and make progress.
Yen free Mampani John Dramani Mahama so na yen kwade yato abayi no na na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo so nsem enra probo ya de ne boy ye fa Flagstaff House no na na adodan nsem ahodo otutu dwa wono akobo na ni akwahoma hwe de ekoso ho na ne nkasa mu no de ato dwa kire mo se Mampani Mahama esana watwa de ato horo be so beto so enhyehyɛ ne niema bi a wo free ase de wawie de wanwie bi a wo so no so eto so no wahye de bo akire mu se obeto so na ni nyina no ye oman nkanko Adom Kasee edeba
ene Mampani John Dramani Mahama di Mampani na yato abayi ni oman mu na Akufo-Addo kwa pro ewo biaya obetena na adwuma se oman ti ewo Flagstaff House na probo no achi no na adan kwa Akufo-Addo ede to Mampani John Dramani Mahama enim se dibra na ekura ono Mampani Mahama a sabe Ghana fo eje ede amano no eye adwintoatoa ene som no odo a wono mo oman Ghana nti na abesua won so na Akufo-Addo se esiane se amemuo eye entoaso ene nyumapa ene yepre ede ama oman mu ni nyina nti ohwese bibi biara Mampani John Dramani eyeye ebeboa ma Ghana afa ne ntuma pefra no obehwe atoaso.
But I believe in the spirit which is animated it. It's a spirit that is essentially about Ghana and not about parties or about ourselves, but how to make sure that the Ghanaian project stays on course and we continue to govern ourselves as a free people on the basis of free political and democratic institutions. So I've never been here before. This is my very first time. Even though I had quite a lot to do with the whole concept, because the initial discussions with the Indian government, Arnold Sharma at the time was the foreign minister of India. It was the two of us who actually initially proposed the whole concept, and they would help us for our Jubilee year construct this edifice. But I never had the opportunity to come. So I'm looking forward eagerly to see what has come out of that initial initiative that was taken.
Enuachi no Mampanyina ofra konyaso John Dramani Mahama enso de moyo manana adan kwa Akufo-Addo wokwan a won mo afa so etu anamon ewo Flagstaff House ho nyinara no hye ne bose ono so no mo abiara owo no ode beboa ama amemu no akọ magana nyinara afa ne ntuma pa efra.
But let me thank you for the cooperation we've had. I believe that with every step that we take in respect of our elections and transition of power, it consolidates further Ghana's democratic credentials, and all of us, you know, both incoming and outgoing administration can take a pride that Ghana has become synonymous with democracy, not only in Africa, but I guess the whole world. And I believe that the cooperation that we have shown each other in terms of the transition process is one that should continue. I have said before that Ghana's success is all our success, and we need to work to ensure that government is a continuum and that we continue to build on whatever an outgoing government leaves and another government comes and takes over and builds on it. Governments will come and go, but Ghana must continue to progress. And so let me warmly welcome you and to express the appreciation of my team and I, for the cooperation that we have enjoyed so far.
Yantwaso na yankwayan sam foforo no emwe na Ivory Coast mampani Alasani Ouattara ene ye hwe animo say we be special guest e wo 7th January Ghana mampani ato abayi no na dankwa akufo dankwa ne swearing in na ebekoso no na wohwemu a enye ono nkwampo amampani for besen so efifa amamman mo wo nyina bad wani mo nyam ababeta ato amajumade na ye fa yakono Adom Kasee di sansemi achi di muntu aso no eba
Mwamemi dede ne nimu yi obosumi de tosonson na amane ne amamre kwan so Ghana ye nemre de bu mamu no ye de na dankwa kufu ado Ghana foto abama no so meyo mampanyini besi akonwa so na ofri ne dwuma asese o mampanyini na amane ya mpanyinifo eye de na esi akonwa so se Ghana mampanyini no wato nsafre amana hodro so mpanyinifo bebra wono mo ba bedi adanse wo dwumadie ne mu no de wona nimu nyam so atai echire onipa ba akwa ne dia beto dwa ene Ivory Coast mampanyini Alhassan Ouattara na yechiremu a ono ene onmunyan hyefo titiriu a potokasem ye kan special guest of honor ewo dwumadie no ase ye ni firi won so a amane mpanyimfo ahodo be se dubaako a wotwe hye bibremu ene ewiase asama petipre continent ahodo so ene wonom so beba beboa ama bibia atumi ewie peyo mpanyinifo a wono ehwe madwumadie no akoso no kiremu a nipa be se mpem nsia ene ya hoho a ye hwe wonanim efiri amanfoforo so mode wonanim onyama beta akiri ahwe magana ina manne ene amamre ewo ye nkabi mame nkabi mu no atumi awie peyo.
We will be receiving 11 heads of state and government, 2 vice presidents, 13 government representatives, 5 international reps of multilateral organizations, and a number of ex-presidents from West Africa and other parts of the world. Let me add that this is not expected to be the final figure. We will have the final figure about 24 hours to the event. They will be met at the airport and chaperoned to the venue. That is those who will come on the day of the event.
Yenya we so na yentwe homra bubra betes original bensu na afia donko betes wona boy chidom na Premotobre Kasee ye de bro ye twe ho ne ban sam no ne aka chire no ye de beto aso. Yamakwa ba de Adom TV Premotobre Kasee no so bubra betes original bensu na afia donko betes ena boy chidom ye to so na yakọ na adodankwa akufo ado ne fie nra brewe mwa na hoboa no guso de edene be pampanifo ahodo bi ananado ene won be ye adwuma na emu baako ye esopa wom ene chief of staff dibie ya we so ne de edi kan kra oba ne de no ahye ho ma me akoso afremo sai opare ne no no de atodwa kire mu se emfa ho ne de obi ka ene bibia nso mo ne hu se de adwuma ne tie bia ne ye de ama no no wasomu twetwe be ye adwumadene de aboa abo aban na chi se be ya botaye ni so ade hunu esine ni so opese ode bo me no watimi adro hu Adom Kasee etoso.
I look forward to serving His Excellency and by that extension the people of Ghana.
Very big position, Chief of Staff, the first woman to occupy such a high-profile office. How are you going to engage between the party, the governance to make it work as effective as possible?
Well, I may look young, but I'm not.
Absolutely.
In the sense that I do come with some experience that I think will help. Having managed a department, University of Ghana, that is the Home Science Department, as the acting head of department. I've had lots of managerial experience, having managed 2 big programs in Ghana. I worked as the senior program coordinator for SNV, Netherlands Development Organization. So I think I come with that skill. And also, if I may say so, the last couple of years, since I would say September 2016 and 2013, I've been coordinating Nane's political affairs until today.
Chief of Staff no mame akohia Premotobre afi no oba abaye fi so bi o hosesi na be de akire baako ya wono so ye no Samuel Abujina po wono so se na hoaho a na ye na nigi ye papa se nipa dom ye wo MPP amanyokuo mu no na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo no se wo beka Chief of Staff fo no ho na we so abaye asudie kase na da no so se wo so ye som ne party ene o my Ghana ya wo free mu Adom kase edeba.
What I bring on board is really a lot of dynamism, intellect, brilliance, in all humility and modesty, paramountly to support the Chief of Staff. But that is going to be my role. My role will be to support the Chief of Staff, for her to discharge her mandate in a manner that the President will be successful, in a manner that the government of President Akufo-Addo will be successful. So I'm gearing up and I'm poised to give the Chief of Staff, Madam Frema, Mrs. Opare, the needed support.
Yem free right now yan toso na yem konsam foforo mo maimo suofo ya wohwe ma ne yedie ho nsam so na oye lito ne wakopaw ye lipaso ye enwo entoma me kire secretariat na hono ba betete wonu mu a wo mu ni bie no ene na wo ye lito kire mu a de abai no wo mu de ba beboa na nsa no adwuma watete mabunu no de afiri ho na wonso dachi wonya bibi de apodwe entoso no Adom kase edeba.
Ye bi atenaye bi ayesi a eba beboa leap ahyehyede no ewo oman yi mu na saa atenaye leap secretariat office yi oman so afo a wohwe emaye die ho nsem so na oye liter ene oda mpanyinifo nim ene won ye amane ede bie saa biaye no ano na dwumadie no ase no ene wo kire mu se wonu nya mfaso ewo leap nim no ni ama wonu nsa no dwuma ho ntete se de ebe ya wonu ankasa betumi apre dwumadia soto ede aboa wona brabo no wonfa wonani enkoto obi so na o yelita chemu a leap dwumadie no ade a eboa pa ye nti omanfo mfa wona ho de nte akire se de ebe ya emfaso pa ebeba so
se ano bosom mienu bia no ye ma enkrofo sika a omo de bedide na wonim se ye ma mo sika a omo de bedide a the next step no say yenhwe enkrofo mo fie na ye ma om sika no ebi obi wo ho a ye kire no adwuma obetumi aye adwuma no inti saa sika na ye ma bosom mienu no se ye kire obi wo fie ho adwuma ono so betumi akoye adwuma no wo ho na ono so de sika aye den e de abra fie ho inti sesi ano leap no e ko next step no omo be kire households no adwuma na omo apehwe employment so amawo. So that's the next step for leap.
Ya twaso jomtuni abrante Lucky Mensa gusu aye ne nsankyerani no biem na na dia wo the high life nwomo a ede na ase na emetwe dia mpone o my Ghana se ne post yenim koto aba no wato de ma MPP amanyokuo kandini na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo menne wona ebebu man twaso no one Adom kase edi nkomoyi.
Ghana dwumtini a ne din ne Lakimensa ede dwumfoforo bi ababonti a wato din aseda ɔse ɛno ne enwom a wanwene de ama NPP amanyeku no sɛ wɔmfanda wɔn a wɔto abama wɔn nyinara ase. Lakimensa ene Adom ene di sɛm nkitahodie mu no ɔse enigye ne sɛ fata sɛ NPP for da ɔmanfo ase ɛwɔ ade a wɔyɛyɛ ɛma NPP amanyeku no.
Ina enim 2016 year bɛyɛ in fact about 5 months every December and to abo ekɔ so pa was a election year na samu ina mbeka ya maybe na metonyuma NDC amanyoku a ɔma ho kyerɛ adokro yana na ebeji ebeyi efi ha munya me ya adoma Saturday ya ebe na metonyuma mo me hwɛ no na enoma nkɔyi sɛ do mu bu ɔman no ma emfa ho ahotɔ emma Ghana member to baka me say yabre ne bosha kese ana ye mampeni de bia gugu ode to ɔman ya ondi so ti ama metumi aka say birimu enye ɔmu nyina de birimu hwɛ me ho ndwoma me ye ne ntoa me boye we afi de me chinye pa konkro bebre so ebo ntoa na nyame ya Adom ama obi se me Lakimensa me dai so abemu Nanado da so abemu MPP fo nyina da so abemu enkunumdi a MPP ene nanado Ghana ye nyina ye dia abayi na ye dia ene e wo se me de enum foforo esan ba eye asedanwom mi gina nanado ne MPP anemu ya da Ghana nyina ya da MPP fo nyina ase enkunumdi papa abayi dia
eno chi no ode futu ma ne nuan ne celebrities bia wo boaye ma na Akufo-Addo enya dibrese wonya abotre ne arehyiemu na namu na bibi biara ehia sana na ye ma oman no obeye e de Adom Ghana
nado emedi yenim omeye kind fopa na ofa Ghana nsisi yie ma ye se ba ye nchirima ye ma menemo ye betumi enya adwuma aye sika baba e botomo
ye gina Lakimensa se danwumi so na Premotobre Kasee wa Adom TV so na ha na brema kwan ne ye de ni nyina sie ebubra betes original beso na donko betes one boy ye chidom ma Premotobre Kasee unya bi tie ye midin afia mankwa tamaklo